It's Tuesday night, which means it is FIFA night. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the eISL Season 2, brought to you by Notwin Gaming. Finally, we have crossed our 1 month mark where all these clubs have been going up against each other to stay on top and make it to the playoffs. And my name is Fixes. I'm joined along with TTR. And today, three set of matches, TT. But before we get into all that, how are you doing?
आई एम वेरी गुड एंड वेरी एक्साइटेड एज वेल क्योंकि देखिए पिछले वीक की अगर बात किया जाए पिछले वीक पे एक दिन ऐसा था जिसपे बहुत ज़्यादा एक तरफा मैचेस चल रहे थे और एक दिन ऐसा था जिस मैच में पता ही नहीं चल रहा था कि होगा क्या। सो यही है एक एक्साइटमेंट कि आज के दिन पे क्या होने वाला है, क्योंकि तीन तीन गेम्स हैं एंड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट गेम्स हैं, क्योंकि जो टीम्स उतना खास परफॉर्म नहीं कर पा रहे हैं वो भी खेलेंगे, जो टीम्स का फॉर्म बहुत अच्छा है वो टीम्स भी खेलेंगे। सो देखना होगा कि पॉइंट टेबल के अंदर कितना हलचल रहता है आज।
Of course, you know, a lot is going to happen. But before we get into all that, for all our new viewers that have just tuned in, here's a quick look at the tournament format. What we are going through is the league stage. So today is 28th of March. So we're finally done with our 1 month of FIFA action and moving on to another month where we finally find out, you know, who are going to be the strong contenders. From there onwards, we have from the 6th of May, the playoffs, in which only the 6 clubs, only the top 6 clubs are going to qualify from the 11. And whoever wins this entire thing, the champion team gets to play the FGS 2023 play-in tournament. But what's on the line? Let's talk about the money, sweet honey. And it is going to be a whooping prize pool of 33 lakhs rupees, out of which the first position receives 4.5 lakhs, second gets 2 lakhs, third and fourth share 75,000 respectively. And TT, you know, this is going to be really interesting because, like you said, last week we saw a lot of disappointments, we saw a lot of excitements, saw a lot of surprises. But before we get the day started, let's take a quick look at where these teams stand.
या एंड पॉइंट्स टेबल की जब भी हम लोग बात करते हैं उस टाइम पे एफसी गोवा ये टीम बार बार आ जाता है, क्योंकि ये अभी भी लीड कर रही है इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट को। एंड चारों के चारों मैचेस वो जीते हैं 12 पॉइंट्स के साथ, सबसे टॉप पे बैठे हुए हैं। सेकंड पोजीशन पे मुंबई सिटी एफसी विद 3 विंस, उनके पास भी 11 पॉइंट्स है। बेंगलुरु एफसी की अगर बात किया जाए 3 मैचेस खेले थे, 2 जीते एंड एक जो हार एक जो ड्रॉ उनको मिला था वो बहुत ही सारा इंटरेस्टिंग था। बट जमशेदपुर एफसी, केरला ब्लास्टर एफसी, ओडिशा एफसी, ये तीनों ही क्लब्स को थोड़ा सा देख के खेलने की जरूरत है।
And there you have it, the schedule before us, and it is going to be the first matchup, a matchup that we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Northeast United FC going up against Hyderabad FC. Then match number 2 is where we're going to see what do Kerala Blasters FC have to bring on the board as Jamshedpur FC take them on. And then Bengaluru FC and Odisha FC is where we close the night. So, you know, first matchup is going to be an absolute cracker. You can call it the main event. You know, both these teams are completely stacked up. But when you talk about Jamshedpur FC and Kerala Blasters FC, both have been somewhat riddling down in the bottom half of the table. And for Bengaluru and Odisha, I mean, Odisha might just get hit by a cyclone. And that will come from Bengaluru FC because we know the two players that are playing in it. But now, enough talk about that. Let's straight head up to the matchups for our first game. So, Imad and Jenna said, yes, last time when Imad came to play, we saw how he rescued Northeast United FC from the clutches of defeat against Jamshedpur FC. And will be interesting to see Jenna said how he performs, considering he's had a recent dip in form.
या एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं मैच नंबर 2 की, उधर हम लोगों को इमाद एंड सरांश एक साथ खेलते हुए दिखेंगे। ऑब्वियसली को-ऑप मैच है। ऑन द अदर हैंड हम लोग को जेनेसिड एंड वारसी दिखने वाले हैं। एंड गेम नंबर 3 सरांश वर्सेस वारसी। सो पहला मैच बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग होगा, बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होगा, स्पेशली फॉर हैदराबाद एफसी, क्योंकि शुरू जो है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा शानदार स्टाइल पे ज़रूर हुआ था, लेकिन धीरे धीरे टूर्नामेंट जितना आगे बढ़ रही है मुझे लग रहा है कि थोड़ा बहुत प्रेशर इनके ऊपर बढ़ता जा रहा है, तो उसको आज रिलीज करने की ज़रूरत है।
Yeah, of course. I mean, Varsi, he's got to somehow climb back, right? Last time, it was one of the most humiliating losses that he had to face. I think Vanshaj beat him 6-1. That was one of those score lines. And Varsi, he's a player who's capable of doing much more than that. But today, he's also got a gigantic task where he's got Saransh shared in front of him. So that is going to be an interesting battle. But the first one, Imad and Genesis. This is the match that I was waiting for a long time, because Imad has been one of those reliant players. You can always believe that he's going to do something special for your team. But Genesis, what a run he's had so far in his campaign. But lately, he's not being, getting those W's in his games. Either draws, those losses is certainly going to haunt him. So today is a day where he needs to get over his blues. He needs to get back into his winning mentality. But TT, if I have to ask you regarding your predictions for the first game, who do you think is going to be the winner?
आई थिंक नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड, बिकॉज उनके जो दोनों के दोनों प्लेयर्स हैं वो काफ़ी अच्छे फॉर्म में चल रहे हैं. उनके अंदर जो केमिस्ट्री है दोनों के बीच में वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा शानदार दिख रहा है. बट ऑन द अदर हैंड जेनेसिड एंड वर्सी के अगर करें, वर्सी तो फिर भी एक हद तक कॉन्फिडेंट थे पिछले मैच के पहले, लेकिन पिछले मैच के बाद आज किस तरीके से खेलेंगे वो चीज़ देखना बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा. सो अभी के लिए देखिए कुछ भी हो सकता है, बट थोड़ा बहुत मैं टिल्टेड रहूँगा नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड के लिए.
I'm going to be a believer. I think today, Hyderabad FC, they're going to do something special, something magical. And I think the strategy behind Hyderabad FC in, making Imad be the first opponent against Genesis is quite obvious, right? They would want to win that first game. Even if they drop a game against Saransh, they would also try to go on to win the co-op game. And that is going to be really tough because, Northeast United FC, they've been very good in terms of their co-ops, right? We can see Imad making those beautiful passes to Saransh, and he's been just doing Saransh things. So yeah, the stacks are kind of favored with Northeast United FC, but Hyderabad FC, hey, we're just gonna expect something magical, something miraculous, and yes, they can certainly do it. Against Mumbai City FC, we saw Varsi being the hero for his team, and today I also believe that this gentleman can certainly pull off something like that. Every FIFA player has one of those daunting days, where you kind of get thrashed 6-1. You can't help it. It has happened to the best of the lot, the best players in the world also. But what really matters is how you make a comeback. And today I'm really going to be interested to see if the players are going to be using the new birthday card. So a little bit of all those new icons that have also released. Do we get to see one of them? I mean, has anybody decided to use them as their super sub? Because ideally in their lineup, it's so stacked up, right? That you've got your R9s, you've got your Mbappes, you've got your Peles, you've got your Ronaldinhos. Where do you fit these new cards in?
ये एक बहुत ही बड़ी क्वेश्चन है, बट आई थिंक पुस्कास एक शायद लौता कार्ड है जो कि इस टीम के अंदर अपना जगह बना सकते हैं, और इससे ज़्यादा कोई कार्ड्स अभी है नहीं. एंड स्पेशली टीम ऑफ द ईयर के निकलने के बाद तो वो भी बहुत कम हो चुका है, बट देखिए पूरा ही स्टैक्ड है टीम ऑफ द ईयर कार्ड्स के साथ. एंड ये बहुत कम दिखता है बाय द वे, लेकिन एक ना एक आइकन हम लोगों को दिखी जाता है, लेकिन वो चीज़ नहीं है, और बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेफरेंस दिया जा रहा है इधर हैदराबाद एफसी की तरफ से उनके टीम ऑफ द ईयर कार्ड्स को.
Yeah, I mean, we know Hyderabad FC, and in fact Genesis and Imad. Taking a quick look, 4-2-4 is a very attacking formation, and you would be constantly wanting to press. But when you go for set formation like 4-4-2, you're ready. You kind of have that balance in your lineup. So it all comes down to how you're going to play, and there we go. It is the kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Northeast United FC from left to right against Hyderabad FC, Genesis in his blue kit, and Imad right off the bat, he wants to initiate his attack, but just now what he's trying to do is kind of continuing to recycle the ball. Now goes for a swap, and with Hakimi did want to go for that player lock, but suddenly gave the ball away to Genesis, and now he has to defend the counter attack.
Yeah. ये बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर कहने की हो सकता है, कोशिश था लेकिन नहीं भेज पाए एम्बापे. एंड इमाद की जब भी बात करते हैं तब ये लॉन्ग बॉल्स कहीं ना कहीं आ जाता है प्ले के अंदर. कैसे एडरसन मॉरिस को यूज़ किया जा रहा है, क्योंकि एडरसन मॉरिस का जो न्यू कार्ड है वो अच्छा है बहुत, लेकिन मैंने एसबीसी में यूज़ कर लिया.
signs of getting good cards and well, using it as your SBC. You're lucky. I just used my Mo Salah. But it was a gold card. But now, getting back into the game, we could see Imad, a little bit of jitters over there. Clear opportunity to take a shot and could have been poached. But thankfully, Van der Sar saved the day and Vieira for the rescue. And now back again with the counter-attack, looking for that driven through. Maybe not. Realized could have been an offside situation. And now you've got Imad trying to, just gain his composure back a little bit. But the ball, unfortunately, has gone out of play.
Yeah. जेनेसिड आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि उनको थोड़ा सा स्लो डाउन करके ही खेलना चाहिए आज जिस तरीके से वो खेल रहे हैं. यूजुअली उनका पेस बहुत ज़्यादा रहता है, वो अटैक पे जाते हैं बैक टू बैक, बट आज मिडफील्ड के ऊपर टाइम बिताते हुए एंड ज़रूरत भी है क्योंकि पिछला 2 गेम उनके लिए उतना खास नहीं गया, शायद वो हार गए थे. तो अभी एक कमबैक का मौका है और कोशिश वही करना होगा. बट इमाद को देखिए फुल्ली फोकस्ड, बट बॉल अपने पास ही रखते हुए, कोई भी जल्दबाजी नहीं, प्रॉपरली एक एंगल ढूंढने की कोशिश जिधर से उनको एक मौका मिलेगा अटैक बनाने का एंड उसी के साथ शॉट ऑन टारगेट लेने का. इब्राहिम टोलीत एक गलत पास एंड इस बार काउंटर पे जाएंगे इमाद एंड आई थिंक ये बहुत सारा डेंजरस हो सकता है.
Understandably, he realized that he did not have enough players on attack, and this time with Theo Hernandez, he's made a really good run. And right side of passes, both these players playing ultimately safe, right? None of them taking those risky moves, just waiting for the other to make that mistake. And maybe a good opening. There you go. Takes that shot. Beautifully done. A heel to heel. And Imad for the scoring opens it up for Northeast United FC. What a start. Genocide absolutely stunned by what stung him. And it was Imad. Look at that. He's changed his formation instantly for a 4-3-2-1. So going with the meta and now Genocide for a 5-4-1. And would be utilizing his right wing backs a lot to make those runs and realize that, there's going to be a potential threat. So both these players opting for those mind games. But so far, TT, the match has been pretty even. Both these players, they've been making those rather safer plays, just trying to, build upon the counter attacks. And, Imad goes on to score 1 for his club. What a start for this lad.
Yeah, what a start. And स्पेशली जो उनको एक सिंगल मौका मिला था बीच से, उन्होंने अपॉर्चुनिटी देखा एंड इस पे कैपिटलाइज भी उन्होंने किया. बहुत शानदार कामली खेलते हुए अभी भी. बट जेनेसिड वी नो कि ये एक ऐसे प्लेयर है कभी भी उनके तरफ से कमबैक हो सकता है. बाय द वे बहुत रिस्की पास था रोनाल्डो के पीछे से. मौका इस बार बन चुका है. सिचुएशन विद द शॉट एंड फिनिश करेंगे जेनेसिड. ज्यादा देर के लिए खुशी नहीं रहा नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड एफसी के लिए. कुछ ही देर पहले उन्होंने अपना पहला गोल स्कोर किया था बट अभी हो चुके हैं इक्वलाइज. एंड हैदराबाद एफसी जेनेसिड वो कह रहे हैं पिछले दिनों के जो बातें हैं वो अभी भूल जाओ, आज न्यू डे है और आज इतना इजीली नहीं हारने वाले.
Look at that room that he created with R9, and this has been a set tendency for all these players, to concede instantly after scoring. And this has been one of those problems with DK. We have seen that a lot happen with him. And this curse, I think, has moved on ahead. And now Imad on the receiving end of it. But now, again, Imad trying to attempt for a quick counter. But, this is about it, right? You just have to be very patient, try to utilize your players. Now these players, we can see both of them, they're opting for those longer passes, right? They've been, realizing that the defenses have been pretty tight. So we have to figure a way to, constantly just recycle and shuffle the ball and make things work, as this could have been another chance in the making. But thankfully, Imad read the threat and quickly averted it.
Wow. अटैक तो देखिए बनता जा रहा है पहले की तरफ से. हील टू हील करके आगे जाने की कोशिश था बट इमाद बॉल कंट्रोल ले चुके हैं ऑलरेडी. थियो हर्नांडेज मोस्ट प्रोबेबली रन निकाल रहे थे. नहीं, यस थे मौजूद बट उन तक बॉल पहुंचा ही नहीं. देखिए जेनेसिड की अगर बात किया जाए वो आज ऐसे कुछ क्रूशियल पोजीशन पे बॉल लूज कर रहे हैं जो कि उनके लिए बाद में खतरा जरूर बना सकता है। अभी तक कैपिटलाइज इतना ज्यादा नहीं हुआ, लेकिन जब इधर प्लेयर रहेंगे उस टाइम पे मौका बन सकता है। बट इस बार बहुत ज्यादा डेंजरस सिचुएशन पे जेनेसिड, लेकिन थियो हर्नांडेज बेहतरीन इंटरसेप्शन के साथ जो डेंजर है फिलहाल के लिए तो कर दिए थे बाहर, लेकिन जॉर्जिनियो पर वैन डाइक हमेशा एज अ सेवियर मौजूद रहती है डिफेंस पे।
One thing that I'm noticing that Genesis is doing is trying to be a little crafty. He's going for those quick passes and then a through. And he finds one of those players open, unguarded, and then decides to perform a skill move and take a shot. And Imad, I think, has figured what Genesis is up to. And now we're almost on the stroke of that halftime, but has just felt like the match has barely begun, right? I mean, it's pure end-to-end FIFA that we're witnessing from both these lads. You know, exercising extreme caution against each other, and Genesid relying heavily. Now look at this, he's been doing that a lot. Now what he's going to do is just ball roll, then he's going to constantly keep on making those quick flurry of passes and then find a through opener, and then maybe try and perform a goal, take a chance, in fact a shot on goal. But with Pele, Wickle off ball roll over there, and now passes it on to Birds, with De Bruyne with good bullet. Did not green time the shot, but with De Bruyne will not matter if it's green timed or not. Was in that perfect angle to take a shot, and Imad, oh, what a beating has he been taking right at the halftime marker. Northeast United FC have gone on a 1-goal deficit.
Yes. और केविन डे ब्रुयना जब पंच करते हैं उस टाइम पे रोक पाना इम्पॉसिबल सा हो जाता है, क्योंकि शॉट पावर ही इतना ज्यादा है। शुरू हुआ था इधर नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड की तरफ से लीड लेके, लेकिन उसके बाद हैदराबाद एफसी जिस तरीके से उन्होंने परफॉर्म किया, बहुत बहुत ज्यादा शानदार। एंड जेनेसिड आज देख के लग रहा है कि यस, उनका जो कॉन्फिडेंस है वो वापसी आ चुका है। एंड पोजीशनिंग देखिए, 62% बॉल पोजीशन था इधर हैदराबाद एफसी के पास, एंड विद दैट जो शॉट एक्यूरेसी भी है वो भी हम लोगों को देखने के लिए मिला है 75%, क्योंकि 4 शॉट्स लिए गए थे जिनमें से 3 शॉट ऑन टारगेट था।
I think the initial first quarter of the first half, it was very even. Players were being really careful, really cautious. But after we saw both these players leveled up against each other, and that is where I think Genesis took the upper hand inside the game. He's been maintaining a lot of possession. He's been relying heavily on those Trivela passes and the lob passes, in fact, and then those quick short passes and a through for a goal. And he's triggering his runs. His players have been making the right runs to the right areas, and even if one of those players misses those shots, still manages to succeed. And this is one of those things that Genesid has been doing quite often, is look at how well he's retaining possession, right? Just keeping the ball constantly applying pressure, applying threat on Imad, and Imad has to just be on that back foot. It's been ages when I last saw Imad actually, having control over the ball or trying to make something happen. But now this time, Genesis decides with Hakimi, he wants to go on that right wing, but decides that no, I'm not gonna give the ball possession away. I'm just gonna try and frustrate Imad as much as possible, try to force him into making a charged tackle, and then maybe just capitalize on that situation and take a few shots.
Yes, and कुछ वैसा ही सिचुएशन बन रहा था। कोशिश था एक थ्रू बॉल खिलाने की, बट रोनाल्डो पहुंच नहीं पाए। ये मेनली आज के दिन पे हैदराबाद एफसी की तरफ से जिस तरीके का स्क्वाड खिलाया जा रहा है, उससे एक चीज तो पता चल रहा है कि आइकन्स को उतना ज्यादा वो नहीं खिला रहे हैं। जिधर जिधर जरूरत है सिर्फ उसी पोजीशनिंग पे खिलाया जा रहा है। बट इस बार मौका बनता, बहुत 4 मौका हो सकता था, बट बॉल रोल करके कट इन करने की कोशिश था एम्बापे के साथ, लेकिन वो पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाया। कोशिश तो अच्छा था, मौका भी अच्छा, लेकिन कन्वर्जन जरूरी। केविन डे ब्रुयना टुवर्ड्स पेले जरूर जा सकता है। नहीं, इस बार थोड़ा बहुत जो है वो प्रॉब्लमेटिक का सिचुएशन, लेकिन जेनेसिड अगर एक और गोल स्कोर कर देते हैं फिर इमाद के लिए बहुत टफ होगा.
You know, this is exactly what Imad has to look for, right? You know, in making those quick passes, if he kind of, just mistimes one, or there's a, potential opportunity for Imad to grasp it, and he has got to do it. And finally, Imad has to play a lot on those counter attacks, which he's been trying to build up upon. And now look at that constant pressure also coming in from Genesid, not letting him, have a lot of time on the ball. And there you can see that frustration keep creeping in, where the likes of Ruud Hillet going for the charge, constantly trying to get the ball back, and you'll have to do that in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We are going to see the super subs coming in, fresh new legs, and maybe even a PAPL being applied. But for now, Genesid again looking really threatening. And what Genesid has done is pretty beautiful with his midfielders, right? He's been constantly, like I said, the reshuffling between the players, the recycling of the ball, all the time, constantly just keeping Imad into thinking what he's going to do next. He's sort of been one step ahead. But commencement of the second half, Imad is slowly but surely making a comeback. Realized that was an offside position, but not with Mbappe, as out of nowhere, Imad manages to get that second one, and Genesid clearly did not see this one coming, did not anticipate that he'd concede a goal in this manner.
यस, एंड इमाद भी बहुत ज़्यादा खुश है. यूजुअली उनके जो एक्सप्रेशंस है वो उतने दिखते नहीं है ऑन कैम. आज जो वो खुशी उनके चेहरे पे नजर आ रहा था गोल स्कोर करने के बाद, उससे एक चीज पता चलता है कि अगर आप बहुत ज्यादा देर से कुछ कोशिश कर रहे हो और फाइनली वो आपको मिलता है तब सुकून मिलता है. तो वो सुकून उनको मिला है. तो 2-2 फिलहाल के लिए चलता हुआ. एक तरफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड, ऑन द अदर हैंड हैदराबाद एफसी. बट जेनेसिड उनको थोड़ा सा इधर अभी देख के खेलना होगा, क्योंकि लास्ट मिनट अगर विनर स्कोर कर दिए इमाद, तब प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो सकता है, क्योंकि मोमेंटम फुल्ली शिफ्ट होता हुआ दिख भी सकता है. इसके बाद 2 शॉट से दोनों शॉट ऑन टारगेट एंड दोनों ही गोल्स पे कन्वर्ट हुए अभी तक नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड के. एंड अभी तक अगर देखा जाए इस पूरे दोनों ही क्लब्स के पूरे सीजन के अंदर जर्नी पे, तो कोऑप मैच पे लगता है कि थोड़ा बहुत एडवांटेज जरूर रह सकता है नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड के पास. तो ये सब चीज को बैक ऑफ द माइंड रखते हुए जेनेसिड को बहुत जरूरी है इस मैच पे जीतना.
It's important for him, definitely, no doubt. And this has been the set case with Genesid. He kind of owns a lot of those games. Initially has the lead, but suddenly turns a blind eye and concedes one. And this is one thing that he really needs to work upon. But now, Genesid, he's got a few fresh legs. Capdevilla making his entry, and Virgil van Dijk will still stick around. But for now, look at that. Again, those swapping of sides. And now, Genesid trying to do the exact same thing with Hakimi. Goes in, pressing through that right wing, finds an opening, passes it on towards De Bruyne. And look at that. Trying to apply pressure over there with Mbappe. Wanted to go for a spin over, but Patrick Vieira just being present. And will, just managed to intercept the ball. But again, this is a good thing for Genesid, at least, that in these end moments of the game, he is retaining as much possession as he certainly can. Whereas Imad, he's got to run for the ball, dive for those tackles, go for it, seize that opportunity. And Imad, he's made that Haaland change, right? The moment get the ball on that piece, he's going to capitalize. But De Bruyne from a really promising position with Mbappe could have passed on, but sadly it fails. And now he is in fact Northeast United FC. They might just go for a counter attack, but a little bit of a trip there, and Haaland stops.
यस, एंड फिजिक के मामले में कोई भी क्वेश्चन इधर नहीं कर सकते. एडम मिलेटा ऑलरेडी हकमी रन निकाल चुके, बट नहीं, पास इधर नहीं खिलाया जाएगा. एंड जेनेसिड को भी पता है कि इधर से कोई भी एक गलती, एकदम अटैकिंग थर्ड में जाके अगर कोई भी गलती होता है तो काउंटर आने में ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा इमाद की तरफ से. तो इसी वजह से आखिरी अटैक जो है वो जेनेसिड खुद करना चाहते हैं,
Oh
तो
God.
टाइम व्यतीत करते हुए हाँ इमाद को भी पता चल चुका है कि इधर से एक ही जो आखिर में टाइम रहेगा, लाइक 1 मिनट या फिर 2 मिनट जब बचा हुआ रहेगा इस पूरे गेम के अंदर, उस टाइम पे अटैक पे जाएंगे जेनेसिड, अगर हुए तो हुए गोल, नहीं तो वो फुल टाइम का जो विसल है वो बच जाएगा. टिपिकल जेनेसिड गेम.
Oh, Imad, you can see that frustration creeping on his face, the sense of disdain, and
Oh my God.
there you have it. I mean, this game is pretty much going for a draw. That's well established, but no,
No!
Imad with this shot could have gone for it, and Genesis could have taken a sucker punch, but no, no, there is no separating these two clubs over here, and Imad could have had the last laugh. Genesid might had to bite his teeth over there, but regardless, folks, what a match it was. The first game, ending level, nothing really separating these two players, where Hyderabad FC, majority of the game, they were dominating on the possession, but Imad being so good on the counter attacks, seized those opportunities, found those blind spots, found those weaknesses, and went in through to score a goal. And overall, इसे कहते हैं पैसा वसूल मैच.
बिल्कुल. एंड स्टार्टिंग से लेके एंडिंग तक अगर बात किया जाए, इस गेम के अंदर वो इंटेंसिटी था. हो सकता है कि गोल स्कोरिंग जो है हम लोग को बहुत स्लोली देखने के लिए मिला, लेकिन जिस इंटेंसिटी के साथ पासिंग चल रहा था, जो मौके बन रहे थे, एंड स्पेशली मिडफील्ड के ऊपर जो हम लोग को हलचल देखने के लिए मिल रहा था, यही देख के असली फीफा वो पता चलता है कि यस ये फॉर्मेशन बढ़ रहा है, धीरे धीरे बिल्डअप हो रहा है, फिर बीच में एक मौका और उसमें जाके ग्लोरी. सो ये सब कुछ मिला के ऐसे मैचेस होते हैं. लेकिन इस बार जो एग्जाम है वो और भी ज्यादा टफ होने वाला है हैदराबाद एफसी के लिए, क्योंकि अभी को-ऑप गेम में उतरने वाले ऑपोजिट साइड पे सरांश एंड इमाद, एंड उनका अभी तक का रिकॉर्ड तो काफी अच्छा रहा.
Yes, so far the record has been pretty solid, and Imad, I must say, has gotten over the first hurdle, because now this is
Yes.
he's kind of thrown a spanner to the works of the players of Hyderabad FC, because they were ideally leaning on the fact that somewhere down the line Genesid ought to have won that game, right? And Imad putting a stop at him, and it was such a well fought game, to be honest. And you could see that battle in that midfield constantly going on. Imad, he was exercising extreme caution. Like, one bad mistake, he knew that Genesid is going to score a goal. So every single time, Genesid was constantly, taunting him, come for the ball, mate, come, try to take it from me. Imad did not make those mistakes. And as a result, he held on even to a point where he almost hogged over the ball so that he could keep the last attack, but things did not go out as he had planned. And towards the end, that final finish shot by Imad could have turned things around, but wasn't green timed. Had it been a green time shot, anything could have happened. But here is the scorecard in front of you, Fox, and now it is just 2 apiece for both these clubs. Now moving on to game number 2, Imad and Saransh, they're going to be a little comfortable over here. But Genesis and Varsi, they've had a week's time to prepare, to better their synergy in the co-op game. The question is, have they done it?
क्वेश्चन तो है, बट एक चीज जो कि सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा इस गेम के ऊपर देखना, वो है वॉर्सी एंड जेनेसिड दोनों जो वो मिस पासेस करते हैं इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे भी, वो आज ना हो इस को-ऑप के अंदर. क्योंकि अगर होगा तो बीच में सरांश लाइक एंड इमाद स्पेशली जिस तरीके के वो थ्रू पासेस निकालते हैं, और सरांश का काम है फिनिश करना, जो कि वो बखूबी करते हैं. सो ये दोनों का जो कॉम्बिनेशन है वो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. और टीम के अंदर कोई भी चेंजेस होगा या फिर नहीं, वो देखना होगा. एंड स्पेशली ये एडिसन मॉरिस को लेके खिलाना, ये कितना ज़्यादा बेहतर होगा वो देखने की ज़रूरत है. एंड देखिए, आउट ऑफ द गेम एक चीज़ जो कि मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया इस एडिसन मॉरिस के कार्ड को लेके, आई डोंट नो लाइक फिक्सेस आपने खेले हैं ये नहीं उनके साथ, जब मेरे टीम में खेल रहे थे उस टाइम पे तो गोल्स के बाद गोल्स कंसीड कर रहे थे, लेकिन जब मैं मारने जा रहा हूँ उनको गोल तो वो बचा ले रहे हैं। तो आपको क्या लगता है लाइक एडरसन मॉरिस को खिलाना इतने इंपॉर्टेंट मैचेस पे वो एक बहुत अच्छा डिसीजन है, या फिर लाइक वैंडे सार के साथ ही जाना चाहिए?
See, honestly, I think Van der Sar for me, because of that long reach and those reflexes coming in, everything for me, I think would be Van der Sar would be my go-to choice. But we know in FIFA 23 how unpredictable the goalkeepers can be. I'm not gonna lie, in my new PS5 account that I've created, I still have a gold goalkeeper. I think someone with an 83 rating. I think it's Unai Simon or something. But I've got to tell you one thing. He's sometimes better than my origin account's honorable mentions minion. So anything is possible with these goalkeepers. I've seen the team of the year Courtois making misses, which even an 80 rated keeper can save. So the goalkeepers have been really, really questionable. But one good thing, both these players haven't been timid today. Nobody has been, a little distraught. Both have come in with a lot of confidence, but it comes down to this. Now, talking about the past matchups, right? So it was a good victory for Northeast United FC against Jamshedpur. And Jamshedpur, they had started the campaign in a co-op in a really good fashion and being one of the stronger co-op teams. But Northeast United FC had no trouble beating them. But Hyderabad FC also cannot rule them out of this equation because they managed to draw in that co-op game against FC Goa. But right now, look at that. Northeast United FC wasting no time. Right from the kickoff, instantly looking so threatening from left to right in the white kits against Jenna and Varsi from Hyderabad FC in the blue as they take a short corner. But now it ends up as a throw.
क्या एंड यूजुअली जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड करना चाहते हैं वही कर रहे हैं कि शुरुआत पे लीड ले लो एंड उसके बाद प्रॉपरली अपना जो स्वीट टाइम है वो बिताओ पिच के ऊपर। तो कुछ उस तरीके का ही चांस बनाने की कोशिश था, बट रोनाल्डिनियो डांस कर रहे थे, लेकिन एडर मिलिटाओ बोल रहे आप भी ब्राजीलियन मैं भी ब्राजीलियन, नहीं ज्यादा देर तक नहीं। थियो हर्नांडेज, ओह एम्बापे बॉल छीना एंड बहुत ज्यादा देखिए मुश्किलों का सिचुएशन रूडुलित। Oh, finally. Yes, मैं यही सोच रहा था लाइक क्यों अभी तक का ऑफसाइड नहीं दिया गया।
Yeah, that German cross being triggered, and this is something that we're going to expect a lot more coming in from Northeast United FC. And this time, Ruud Gullit went beyond his markers. Should have crossed the line later on, but it's all right. Brownie points for trying. But right then and there, we saw the players of Hyderabad FC trying to capitalize on a counter attack, but all they could salvage was a corner from this one, which I have seen you making sure, keeping the passes steady. KDB wants to kind of make sure that all the players get back to their set positions and will not have trouble in finding those plays. But now you can see constantly just make sure keeping the passes on. And look at how tight the defense is for Northeast United FC. Now again, they're on the break. But not enough men ahead, so now they'll have to play a little bit from behind. A lob-through pass coming in from Mbappe, would want to go for a cutback, but the player was not in the right position, and finally receives it onto it. Theo Hernandez passes it onto it. Bullet beats his marker there, and is it a penalty? Thank goodness it's not a yellow card, but all right, a penalty for Northeast United FC, and now they look to take the lead. Goes for the top left corner, and Hyderabad FC left wide open on their jaws, and there you have it, 1-0 up. What a start for Northeast United FC.
Yes, and I think main जो ये goal create हुआ या penalty आया वो हुआ एक पैनिक की वजह से, और वो पैनिक क्रिएट किया गया था रूड गुलीत के साथ जब हिल टू हिल करके वो निकल गए थे एंड उसी जगह पे आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल चले गए इधर नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड, एंड जिसके वजह से एक मोस्ट इमीडिएट टैकल करने की जरूरत पड़ गया और उधर से वो पेनल्टी कंसीड कर लिया। सो ओवरऑल अगर बात जाए 1-0 के साथ नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड काफी बेहतरीन पोजीशन पे, हालांकि एक अटैक बन रहा था हैदराबाद एफसी की तरफ से, लेकिन उसका कुछ ज्यादा फायदा होगा नहीं। मेसी बहुत ज़्यादा ड्रॉप डाउन करके मिडफील्ड पे अपना परफॉर्मेंस इधर दिखाते हुए, एंड जेनेसिड वार्सी ये दोनों की अगर बात किया जाए तो इनका जो वो मिस पासेस है वो बहुत क्रूशियल मोमेंट पे अभी भी कंटिन्यूअस है, बट इस बार एक बेहतरीन मौका राइट हैंड साइड से रन निकालते हुए एम्बापे के साथ, तो कोशिश था रविला की, बट नहीं पहुंच नहीं पाए।
I don't understand, TT. What's going on with these players? None of them are green timing their shot. I clearly can't is it the pressure that they're playing under? Because even Imad, he's one of the best timers. Always goes for those green time, long finesse shots, has that potential threat. But this time, oh, looked really promising, looked really deadly. There, I think went for the reverse elastico. Did not come through, and now Northeast United FC back on posing threat. And you could see the run being triggered by the right backs over there, but decided to go on that left side. And look at the marking going on him, on Theo Hernandez.
Wow.
Will pass it on towards Ronaldinho, towards Ruud Gullit. He's got 3 players to beat, and Virgil van Dijk ensures he does not get further from there.
Yes, and इधर देखिए मैन मार्किंग जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा शानदार तरीके से करते हुए हैदराबाद एफसी एक गोल कंसीड करने के बाद से ही जरूरत भी है उनके डिफेंस को और स्ट्रॉन्ग करने की, बट इस बार अटैक पे बट एक गलत पास लेफ्ट पैर से अगर करते शायद पहुंच जाता, बट विथ राइट फुट इधर वो नहीं हो पाया, क्योंकि वो जो स्विंग होता है लाइक ऑन ग्राउंड, वो जो भी होता है लाइक वो उतना ज्यादा प्रॉपरली नहीं होता जब आप लेफ्ट फुट प्लेयर्स को राइट फुट से पास निकालते हो। बाय द वे उसी के साथ एक थ्रो इन नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड की तरफ से, एंड स्पेशली नॉर्थ यूनाइटेड वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा कंफर्ट जोन पे तो नहीं कहूँगा, बट हाँ थोड़ा बहुत टेंशन एंड प्रेशर जो है वो उनके ऊपर से हट चुका होगा, लेकिन फिर भी हम जानते हैं फीफा के अंदर एक गोल का लीड उसको लीड नहीं उसको ट्रैप कहते हैं, और उस ट्रैप पे जो फंस जाते हैं उनके लिए प्रॉब्लम बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है। पर मौका चलता हुआ।
Yeah, and now again Hyderabad FC trying to force a counter attack over here, and could not have a lot of passing options. Did not have his left back going through, but this time Theo Hernandez has made the run with KDB. Instantly passes it on towards Ruud Gullit. A beautiful opening. This is where things could get really nasty, but no. Northeast United FC's Ruud Gullit saves the day, and on we are again. An end-to-end FIFA going on, almost on the verge of the halftime whistle being blown. And TT, what an end-to-end affair has it been? This looks like complete FIFA to me. Where you kind of are constantly fighting for that possession battle around the midfield. You're trying to trigger runs. You're getting your players back with 4-3-2-1. That does happen. You force your midfielders. Just one of them plays ahead. The other two's, mostly trying to block the wings and play accordingly. But with Jairzinho, with that ball roll scoop, tried to create that little bit of a passing lane there and almost did it. But I think Northeast United FC instantly anticipated that threat, and the ball being stolen away over there. Things could have gone really awry.
आई थिंक दोनों ही टीम के प्लेयर्स के बीच में थोड़ा बहुत कोऑर्डिनेशन पे प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, क्योंकि जो बॉल इधर थ्रू खिलाया गया था लॉब थ्रू उस पे रन निकालना था एम्बापे को, लेकिन एम्बापे पीछे आ गए थे कंट्रोल लेने के बाद, तो ये थोड़ा बहुत जो है मिसकम्युनिकेशन मोस्ट प्रोबेबली होता हुआ ऑन पिच। बट पोजीशनिंग के मामले में नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड की तरफ से काफ़ी अच्छा गेम अभी तक देखने के लिए मिला है। शॉट्स 2 ले चुके हैं, जिसमें से एक शॉट ऑन टारगेट था एंड एक बाहर था। बट देखिए ये स्टैट्स तो चलता रहेगा, लेकिन जो सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है वो है एक्यूरेसी, जिसके मामले में अभी के लिए तो थोड़ा बहुत जो है वो प्रॉब्लम दोनों ही तरफ से हो रहा है। कुछ पासेस ऐसे एरियाज पे लाइक हम कह सकते हैं कि उतने ज्यादा पासेस जो है वो मिस नहीं हुए, लेकिन जो पासेस मिस हुए थे वो बहुत ज्यादा क्रूशियल पोजीशन पे था, जिससे गोल्स भी हो सकते थे। तो इसी वजह से थोड़ा सा देख के खेलने की जरूरत रहने वाला है दोनों ही क्लब्स को।
Well, they really need to watch out for that, but look at this. Instantly ball stolen, and this could be a beautiful cross. In fact, takes that shot. Oh, no. This could have been a huge dent for Hyderabad FC had the Northeast United FC scored on that one. And this is a typical Imad cross. But finally Hyderabad FC just need to, get their composure back, but no, they want to strike heavy and go hard. But those runs, they're getting triggered a little too quick, and this is where the synergy really comes into play. Had this been an individual game, you could have made your timings properly, right? And you could see Imad and Saransh, they're in pristine control of the game. They're not communicating. This shows that they have that synergy. They're just making those important call outs, just saying that you need to be there, get there. I'll just get the pass on to you anyhow, and you need to capitalize. And for now, with Rude Hullet, passes wanted to give it towards Ronaldinho, but the touch was a little tad too heavy. But look at Northeast United fighting so much for that possession. The players just are making run. Does not matter if it's Lionel Messi or not. With R9, anybody. Oh,
Wow.
This is such a good chance. And takes a shot, but Hyderabad FC positioning the defenders properly, but not for long.
What a
As
finish!
the second one also comes through. And this time R9 and Northeast United FC making no mistakes. A 2-0 up lead against Hyderabad FC at this point could be a game changer.
Wow. Just insane performance and Northeast United ऐसा नहीं है कि वो डायरेक्ट आए और गोल मिल गया. बहुत देर से वो प्रेशर बना रहे थे और उसका फाइनली आउटकम देखने के लिए मिला. एंड जो फिनिश था वो भी राइट टॉप कॉर्नर, गोलकीपर के पास कोई मौका नहीं. देखिए इधर हैदराबाद एफसी जिस चीज को लेके हम लोगों को डर था जो हो सकता है वही हो रहा है. नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड अपने कोऑप गेम पे एक बार फिर से शाइन करते हुए, बट हैदराबाद एफसी अपना पहला गोल अभी भी इस गेम के अंदर नहीं ढूंढ पाए. एंड यस, अभी तक एक गोल का लीड था जब हम लोग कह रहे थे कि अनसर्टेन है, बट 2 गोल के लीड के साथ थोड़ा बहुत कुशनी पोजीशन पे अभी नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड वो चाहे तो टाइम भी इधर व्यतीत कर सकते हैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा, जो कि जेनेसिट कर रहे हैं पिछले मैच में. इस बार एक बेहतरीन क्रॉस, लेकिन एडे मिलिटाओ प्रॉपर टाइमिंग पे इंटरसेप्शन आया, नहीं तो तीसरा हो जाता इधर.
Yeah, and this is where if now let's talk about things, but wait, let me see if there is a potential chance being created. Now this is a beautiful pass, but Maldini just being ever so present, and we know it has been a go-to choice. Ronaldinho went for the dive. But now coming back to the narrative over here, if Northeast United FC wins this game, they are going to secure at least on minimum that 1 point from this fixture, right? And Hyderabad FC just have barely 20 minutes, and we're going to see the pauses being queued, so the fresh legs are definitely going to come in. We might see Alphonso Davies coming up, we might see Erling Haaland, but now again, when we were just expecting maybe Hyderabad FC could strike one in, the goal can come through. No, Northeast United FC does not let that happen. But Hyderabad FC, they have been so miserable in trying to keeping possession on the ball, and Northeast United again, Mbappe's blistering pace being utilized to perfection. But where does he go from here? You've got to fight it out against Virgil van Dijk. Still manages to retain the ball, passes it on towards Hakimi, and they have all the sweet time in the world, and giving Jenna a taste of his own medicine. What he was doing. No hurry from their side, because at this point on that 75th minute marker, we can see they can retain as much possession as possible. But finally, we come to our pause where now the players are going to opt for a few changes. A 4-2-4 formation for Hyderabad FC. 4 attackers means constant applying on pressure. Maybe might get to see even the ultra-attacking being triggered over there, because now it is basically do or die for them. Hyderabad FC, they need those 3 points, and they need it desperately. They would want to score 2 goals, but the big question is, will Northeast United FC, TT, let that happen?
I think it's too tough, by the way, for Hyderabad FC. एंड हैदराबाद एफसी अभी तक एक सिंगल शॉट ऑन टारगेट नहीं ले पाए हैं, जो मुझे लगता है कि सबसे ज्यादा चिंताजनक है उनके लिए, क्योंकि उन्होंने एक ही शॉट अटेम्प्ट किया था जो भी शॉट ऑन टारगेट नहीं था, एंड स्पेशली ऑन पोजीशनिंग हैदराबाद एसी के पास पोजीशन ज्यादा उनके डिफेंसिव एरिया पे रह रहे हैं, लाइक उनके खुद के हाफ पे, बट ऑन द अदर हैंड नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड का भी पोजीशन जो है वो उनके ही हाफ में रह रहे हैं, दैट मींस हैदराबाद एफसी के हाफ पे। तो इसी वजह से जो गेम है वो इतना ज्यादा डोमिनेटिव लग रहा है फ्रॉम द पीओवी ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड। बट देखते हैं किस तरीके से वो आगे जाएंगे। एंड देखिए अभी के लिए एक बार फिर से मौका बनता हुआ, यूजुअली वर्चुअल वनडाई कितना ज्यादा आगे एडवांस नहीं करते, बट जब बॉल पैर में हो तो व्हाई नॉट। लेकिन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से एक बेहतरीन रन निकलता हुआ, एक पास एंड फिनिश हो सकता है। एम्बापे क्या इधर पास आएगा? यस टू जिनोना एंड उसी के साथ फिनिश आखिरी मोमेंट पे। क्या कुछ ग्लोरियस, कुछ मैजिकल हम लोगों को देखने के लिए मिलेगा। 2-1 का स्कोर लाइन हो चुका है एंड हैदराबाद एफसी अगर इसी तरीके से कन्वर्जन निकालते रहे नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड के गलतियों के ऊपर तो मे बी यस एक और गोल हम लोगों को दिख सकता है आखिरी 12 मिनट के अंदर।
Oh my goodness. I really thought that maybe it was fine to call the shots that Northeast United FC, they're going to work with a victory over here and commence and comes those changes, gets in those new fresh legs with Erling Haaland, uses the pace, goes in diving deep, and with Ginola, we know this new card has been so good, and all these players have been utilizing that, and there you can see finally the foot fantasy David Ginola. I was kind of waiting, when do we get to see another promo coming for this player? And this is where having that 5-star weak foot and skill moves really comes into play. But just when we thought things could have been done and dusted, now again Northeast United FC, beautiful ball scoop over there, but no, Virgil van Dijk saving the day. And this is where Hyderabad FC have called out for an war. It is all out, they are going all in. And last time they really had the man advantages, and you could see how the players were breaking through for the run. Similar attempt this time again through the left wing, but threat anticipated and even being dealt with. Ball goes out of play. Hyderabad FC wants to constantly keep pouring on the pressure, but they cannot afford TT to lose the ball like that. But then again, what were Northeast United FC thinking with that run? And now this could come to bite them, because now this is a ball in a very interesting spot. Oh
my God! सिर्फ एक फर्स्ट टाइम पास के साथ ये कहानी पूरा इक्वलाइज हो सकता था, लेकिन वो पास नहीं रहा। मौका एक बार फिर से, बॉल जीत चुके हैं इधर हैदराबाद एफसी, लेकिन ज्यादा देर के लिए नहीं। रोनाल्डो टुवर्ड्स हॉलैंड एंड एम्बापे ऑलरेडी रन निकाल चुके हैं। क्रॉस फॉर श्योर एक जाने वाला है शायद, अगर लेने की कोशिश किया जाए तो, लेकिन नहीं, ज्यादा रिस्क नहीं लेंगे। आखिरी अटैक के साथ इधर फिनिश करना चाहेंगे नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड एंड मैच के जो पॉइंट्स है, व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल गोल, लाजवाब। एंड इमाद को देखिए एक बार, उनको खुद के हाथों के ऊपर विश्वास नहीं हो रहा, लेकिन यस वो कर चुके हैं एंड 3-1 के साथ अभी ऑल सेटल्ड।
Oh yes, I think finally just putting Hyderabad FC down 6 feet under, and there you go, the final whistle also blows, and Northeast United FC are your winners of this co-op game. Suddenly fresh life being put into the game with Hyderabad FC trying to score, in fact scoring one over there, looking for that equalizer, but like I said, it is a double-edged sword tactics. You go for those 4-2-4s, you go ultra attack, and sometimes on those counter attacks you get really vulnerable, and that is where Northeast United FC were just one step ahead. A 3-1 scoreline. It all begun with Spain, right? And the second goal was sublime. And that is where, the weak foot really came into play, the 5-star weak foot on R9. And that is one of those reasons why these players are so reluctant to play any other player, any other card other than R9 over there. Look at that. He just kind of missed the shot, but R9 gets it, and there you go. Just instantly takes that shot. More often, had that been any other card, this could have been either ways. So many defenders over there still did not budge, and then he scored one. But look, look at this run coming from Mbappe over there. And in those end moments, a beautiful pass which Ginola made it happen. And this is where they kind of seal the deal. And this is the beauty. This is the beauty of this particular game where Northeast United FC was just so patient, just so calm. Look at how he's gonna beat the keeper, and he's so happy. It's not the final move that he did that won my heart. It is the pass that he read that Mbappe is in that situation, and more often, a lot of amateur players. In fact, a lot of pros also might just take a direct shot because it's tempting, right? You get the ball, take a shot, but then that extra one movement over there could make a whole world of difference and could secure that goal. And that is something that Northeast United FC have displayed in fashion. And TT, so with that, at least this has been set in stone that Northeast United FC, they are going to seal at the bare minimum 1 point. Now it comes down to the final game, right? Where Varsi, against all odds, has to beat Saransh Jain. What I thought about that?
इस गेम के अंदर स्पेशली वर्सी को अपने डिफेंस के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा काम करना होगा. यूजुअली उनका डिफेंस काफ़ी अच्छा है. अगर हम लोग पिछले मैचेस की बात करें, सिर्फ एक मैच को छोड़ के जिसमें उन्होंने 6 गोल कंसीड कर लिया था, उसको छोड़ के बाय द वे उनका डिफेंस काफ़ी अच्छा है एंड वो ज़्यादातर कोशिश करते हैं कि वो काउंटर पे खेले. लेकिन ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर आप सारांश को मौके दे कि नहीं आप आओ अटैक करो मैं जाऊंगा काउंटर पे, तो वो 3 अटैक में से 2 अटैक में गोल स्कोर करके चले जाएंगे. फिर भी वो जो एंड अप होगा एक बहुत ही लंबे चौड़े स्कोर के साथ. तो कोशिश आज यही करना होगा कि मिडफील्ड के ऊपर स्ट्रांग रहे, एटलीस्ट मिडफील्ड को कंट्रोल में रखना होगा वर्सी को, अगर उनको इस मैच को निकालना है या फिर एटलीस्ट ड्रॉ भी करना है. बाय द वे ड्रॉ करेंगे तो उससे कुछ फायदा होगा नहीं क्योंकि जीतना ही होगा इस मैच को. बट आई थिंक वर्सी के लिए सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी होगा उनका मिडफील्ड.
Yeah, the midfield has to be really crucial, undoubtedly, But both these players have had faced defeats in their previous individual matchups, right? But before we get into all that, let's take a quick look at the scorecard. And there you can see 3-1 for Northeast United FC and a very crucial 3-1 victory in the co-op game, because now they've not just sealed that 1 point. Saransh has a lot to prove, because last time they went up against Jamshedpur FC, Saransh had to face defeat from the hands of DK. So today, he's also going to show that, of course, he is, after all, the defending champion of eISL. And coming into season 2, he has to start performing like that. And indeed, to be honest, he's done so. The first matchup against CJ, that was a nightmare. That's something that he would want to forget.
Yeah.
His real life teammate also, he knows how formidable an opponent he is. But we have also seen CJ dropping games. So, like I said, those past couple of weeks have been weeks of tumultuous times where players have been dropping off points. Expected matches haven't gone that way, and this could also be the case where Varsi, having possession on the ball, pushing in through that left wing, was looking for that cutback, but did not let it happen. But look at that vigor, look at that tenacity from Varsi, constantly wanting to win. Northeast United FC from left to right, and Hyderabad FC in the yellows from right to left.
ये गेम बहुत ज्यादा हीटअप होने वाला है फॉर श्योर. शायद कार्ड्स भी आएंगे, लेकिन एक गलती के साथ ये किसी ने भी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया होगा. नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड एफसी स्कोर कर चुके हैं, बट क्या ये उतना पोटेंशियल अटैक था? इधर डिफेंस की तरफ से हुआ एक गलती एंड इसी जगह पे एडर मिलिटाओ कंट्रोल ही नहीं कर पाए रिसीव के ऊपर एंड उसी जगह पे कंसीड कर गए गोल. अनलकी वॉर्सी, बट सारांश एक्स्ट्रा लाइक फुल्ली अल्ट्रा अटैकिंग गेम के साथ बढ़ते हुए आई थिंक बहुत टफ होगा वर्सी के लिए इधर से कम बैक करना.
Yeah, and you can't let Saransh score one more. 1-0 up is still fine. Varsi can make a comeback and pull it off. But look at that. Look at the way he's fighting for the ball. And what's happening? Players are rolling on the floor. But yes, this is kind of expected from Saransh, right? He's really threatening the moment he gets to counter-attack. He has even one player triggering for a run. He's got the capability to go and score in from there. And you could see the players, at least from Varsi's side, really trying to be a lot ratty, going for fighting for the ball. not letting Saransh just do Saransh things. And Varsi clearly refuses that he wants to dance with Saransh over here. He needs to. He needs to find his own grooves. He needs to get back into the game, and for that, he has to find an equalizer. Finally, a chance which could potentially be created. And like I said, the midfield battle is going to be really crucial. With left back, the run has been triggered. Ronaldinho has a passing option, and with Capdevia, before he could even try to just budge in, he was kind of well read. And now Varsi with a few quick passes over here, just reshuffling between the players.
Ooh.
With R9 towards Ronaldinho. One moment he has to perform a skill move, but instead can go for a cutback, to go for an extra ball roll over here. But no, it's just being really cautious. But nah, Saransh just reads him like an open book and takes the possession away from him.
यस एंड जब ऑलरेडी आप पहुंच जाते हो डी बॉक्स के अंदर एंड उस जगह पे भी अगर आपको कोई चीज कर रहा होता है कॉन्स्टेंटली, तब आता है प्रेशर एंड उसी प्रेशर पे बॉल लूज करते हुए वॉर्सी एज ऑफ नाउ सरांश प्रॉपरली कंट्रोल में है, क्योंकि उनको पता है पिछला मैच वो जीत चुके हैं. वर्स्ट के सिनेरियो उनके लिए सिर्फ यही होगा कि वो शायद 3 की जगह 1 पॉइंट लेके जाएंगे. सो या ज़्यादा प्रेशर नहीं है एंड ऑलरेडी वो काफ़ी अच्छे फॉर्म पे आ चुके हैं उनके पूरे ओवरऑल टूर्नामेंट सीजन के अंदर. रोनाल्डो टुवर्ड्स जर्जिनियो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे भी खेलते हुए दिखेंगे नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड की तरफ से. थियो हर्नांडेज एंड देखिए बॉल कंट्रोल बहुत शानदार, लेकिन एक गलत पास एंड उसी टाइम पे मौका बनता हुआ वर्सी के लिए. बेहतरीन तरीके से बॉल रोल कर रहे हैं एंड उसी के साथ ड्रिबलिंग चलता जा रहा है कॉन्स्टेंटली, बट फिनिश कर पाएंगे कि नहीं वही है सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट एंड सबसे बिग क्वेश्चन एज ऑफ नाउ.
Oh, good chance being created over here, but no. Just when we thought that something could come from this, then Saransh just being ever so cautious on his defense over here. And so far, almost the half an hour marker has been hit. And, Varsi has been really vigilant, has been really taking care of his defenses, has been always been on the lookout for all these long passes. And this is good. It's good sign from Varsi that he is trying to keep Saransh away from just going for a stomping roller coaster. And this is first halves for Varsi have been really kind of like constant, but this is a good chance with a step over, had some opening, but now what does he do?
Whoa.
Instantly switches the ball, the leg off, and wanted to take a shot and did in fact, but a tad bit unlucky as Saransh gets away with it. Now with Jairzinho, just press through, but no, realizes needs to get a little bit of men ahead with Mbappe. Passes it on back towards Hakimi, has some room. Who is he gonna pass to? Instead, drops back to Bellingham. And now with a German cross, and there you go. There you go. This is Saransh magic right on display. Just when we were thinking that Hyderabad FC and Varsi had him figured out, were watching out for these long passes, and he goes for it and scores a goal. Extremely in meta, utilizes that, and with Ruud Gullit, he doesn't miss these chances, and he scores one. And suddenly, entering into that half-time whistle, Hyderabad FC find themselves on a 2-goal deficit.
Yes, out of nowhere, जिधर किसी ने भी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया होगा. ऐसे पिछला गोल भी कुछ इस तरीके का ही था. सब मिला के अगर देखा जाए, सरांश ऐसे ही खेलते हैं और ऐसे ही झटका देते हैं अपने ओपोनेंट्स को. एक बार फिर से बॉल कंट्रोल सरांश की ही पास एंड नहीं, इधर एक गलती हुआ, बट देखिए वार्सी 2 से 3 बार आई थिंक बहुत ज़्यादा क्लोज पहुंच गए थे, लेकिन वो जो एंडिंग मूव है वो उतना ज़्यादा क्लिनिकली नहीं कर पाए, तो इसी वजह से अभी भी वो स्कोर नहीं जल पाए हैं. स्कोर बोर्ड के ऊपर अभी तक गोल्स नहीं है, बट इधर से अगर कमबैक करना है तो 3 गोल्स मारने होंगे वार्सी को, अगर उनको 1 पॉइंट भी लेके जाना है. बट नहीं, फाइनली उसी के साथ हाफ टाइम का विसल नहीं बजा अभी तक, तो एक आखिरी मौका अभी भी आता हुआ दिख सकता है नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड की तरफ से.
You know what, TT? The goalkeeper is out from his line. I really wanted to see Saransh doing something that Mufu and Imad used to do, directly go for a corner shot, and that could have been one of those cases. But it's very rare. You need to get a lot of factors into play. You have to pick a player that has a little less shot power, and there has to be an adequate meter. So a lot of factors come into play. But yes, we have seen those shots possible. But yes, commencement, and in fact, the foreclosure of the first half, and there you see Northeast United FC with a 2-0 lead against Hyderabad FC. And after that 6-0 humiliating loss, Varsi, it's kind of very difficult, to face a player like Saransh right in your next game and expect to win that one. But Saransh, like I said, he's been so threatening on those long passes, those German crosses coming in, and all he needs is one player triggered on the run, and he capitalizes on that. Varsi, after conceding the first one, was very watchful, was taking care of that, but how long can you do that? And Saranch just being too good in that situation. In second half, we'll have to see 2-0 goal. I mean, in the FIFA world, players would still say a comeback is possible. But to make that happen, Varsi needs to get himself back on keeping possession of the ball. Needs to start doing something like crafty, something that maybe Saransh did not anticipate, a little bit of those pocket strats. But now again, Saransh with Pele moving in through that left wing, will want to pass it on towards Ronaldinho, but maintains possession. And now with Ronaldinho towards Mbappe, a quick shot, but this time well read and averted is the danger.
Yes, and क्या चार्ज्ड अप गेम चल रहा है. बाय द वे, जो भी हैदराबाद एफसी के फैंस हैं उनके लिए शायद उतना चार्ज्ड अप ना हो या फिर उतना एक्साइटिंग ना हो, बट या एज अ न्यूट्रल फैन बहुत सारा मजा आ रही है गेम देखते हुए. एंड हैदराबाद एफसी की तरफ से भी बहुत सारे मौके ऐसे क्रिएट किए गए थे जिधर से गोल आ सकता था, बट इस बार कैप्टेवियाचू पेले बहुत ज्यादा क्रूशियल पोजीशन पे बॉल, एंड रोनाल्डो के साथ कोशिश था स्किल मूव करके एक खाली एरिया बनाने की, इधर से वो शॉट ले सकते थे बट नहीं, वो नहीं बना. बट देखिए, जिस चीज़ के ऊपर वर्सी का मेन स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट है उनका काउंटर अटैक, उसी जगह पे उनको जो है वो बिल्कुल भी काम करने नहीं दिया जा रहा. सरांश हर टाइम अपने डिफेंस के साथ बहुत ज़्यादा केयरफुली परफॉर्म करते हुए दिख रहे हैं. सो ये एक बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा प्लस पॉइंट है, एंड आई थिंक इसी वजह से वर्सी को इतना ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम अभी तक हो रहा है.
Yeah, I mean, Varsi's been dealing with that constant threat, right? And now you can see Saranch, he's changed things up. Now he's just trying to attack from the wings, going for those through passes. He's got that, he's got those finesse on all those skill moves also. So, so many things that Varsi has to be on the lookout for. It gets so difficult to defend against a player like Saransh Jain, who is adamant on getting over his woes of that previous loss that he had to face against DK. And this time, we see that threatening version of Saransh, and we know this player usually tends to get a lot more deadlier, but now this is a golden opportunity for Varsi. He done that in the past. I still remember that goal against, I think, Kaman Tikka, where he kind of maintained, the presence there and beat the goalkeeper in that 1v1, but not the case against Saransh. And now Saransh directly rushed in and lost the ball and the chance of scoring the third one in.
Yes, ये तीसरा चांस था वाला जो वर्सी को मिला था, लेकिन एक भी हम लोगों को उस तरीके से शॉट ऑन टारगेट नहीं दिखा. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाई इधर जो प्रॉब्लम्स है वो इधर बढ़ता जा रहा है. और अगर आप फिनिश नहीं कर पाते हो या फिर एटलीस्ट अटेम्प्ट नहीं करते हो तब तक तो नहीं हो सकता. एक शॉट लिया गया था, वो भी शॉट ऑन टारगेट नहीं था हैदराबाद एफसी के लिए. सो प्रेशर तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड के लेग ऊपर. बीच में जो वो मौका बना एम्बापे के साथ, कभी कभार यस हो जाता है हिल टू हिल, कभी कभार दूर भी शॉट ले लेना चाहिए क्योंकि उधर मौका था एंड वो चिप भी कर सकते थे. लेकिन जिस दिन आपका कुछ सही नहीं जाता या फिर जो दिन आपका नहीं होता, उस दिन पे सब कुछ आपके साथ गलत ही होता है. आई थिंक वही दिन है आज हैदराबाद एफसी के लिए.
Yeah, I think, TT, to be honest, this is something that we've seen happen quite a lot. I mean, happens with me on a regular basis, right? I go on a 1v1 and then suddenly forget that I need to chip the ball.
Hmm.
And then the goalkeeper just in so quickly. But look at that. Varsi again trying to go for a beautiful build-up. But no. Saransh just being that one step ahead every single time. With Pele, oh, I think Saransh has gotten some fresh legs in, has gotten in Lucio, one of the go-to defender choices for a lot of players. I think 2-3 months ago he was like, you could just close your eyes and he'd be in your first team. One of the best centre backs along with Virgil van Dijk, or could possibly say the best after Virgil van Dijk. I mean, Virgil van Dijk, his build, his long reach, his tackles, his pace, everything is just top notch. And so hence has been a regular starter. I mean, every player has been constant with him, but this time also Saransh wanting to cause a similar aerial threat, but Varsi being a little too, alarmed, and he knew that Saransh is going to do something like that, and took the right measures in dealing with it. But I really also want to see Varsi make a play like Saransh maybe. Try to go for a few German crosses, try to go for those driven through passes, and he's kind of a little looking like he's a little offbeat today. And so let's see if Varsi can actually at least score one in this game, because the way things are going, Varsi doesn't seem to score many. And that was a player lock and constant flurry of passes. And Saransh just keeping the ball on him.
लास्ट 7 मिनट, और ये 7 मिनट के बाद वी नो कि रिजल्ट क्या आने वाला है. बट हैदराबाद एफसी जो स्टार्ट उनको मिला था इस सीज़न के अंदर, वो धीरे धीरे कहीं ना कहीं जो है फेड आउट होता हुआ दिख रहा है, और पॉइंट्स काफ़ी ज़्यादा ड्रॉप भी हो रहा है उनके तरफ से. तो ये इनके लिए थोड़ा बहुत प्रेशर ज़रूर इंक्रीज करेगा आगे इस सीज़न के अंदर. लेकिन मौका था सरांश के पास, बट इधर एम्बापे के साथ थोड़ा ज़्यादा बॉल रोल कर दी थी, जिसकी वजह से बॉल छीना गया. एंड अभी आखिरी एक अटैक शायद बनता हुआ दिख रहा था, लेकिन 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 नहीं. इस बार काउंटर पे जाएंगे. सरांश के सामने सिर्फ गोल और एडरसन मॉरिस. Unexpected, by the way.
The gleeful smile of Saransh, but he knows, he's got this game in the bag, right? It's almost that stoppage marker. Even if he concedes one, which I don't think will happen, could score one, however. Oh, Saransh, he can afford that. Even if anything goes wrong, gets a yellow card, it's fine. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the final whistle has been blown, and Northeast United FC have managed to win one more. And now I think will find themselves at the third spot in the overall standings, where Hyderabad FC have lost a game. And Varsi, he did everything he potentially could. Last time, he pretty much hadn't woken up on the right side of the bed. This time, the task was too enormous, and he had a huge climb and did everything he could. But Saransh, how do you tackle a god like him? And there you can see that composure really turning out. The composure kind of went a little awry during those final phase of the game, where he actually kind of went for a ball roll scoop there, but then him deciding to kind of opt for another extra pass, that is where things went wrong. But this goal has to be one of the goals of the week of when we see in the next week's eISL videos. This is certainly good.
Yes. क्या शानदार ये गेम था. एंड ओवरऑल अगर बात किया जाए सरांश एंड इमाद के इस जोड़ी के ऊपर, तो यस, ये एक ऐसा जोड़ी है जो कि शायद जो हमारे टॉप क्लब्स है अभी के लिए, उनके साथ टक्कर ऑब्वियसली दे सकते हैं. क्योंकि जब सीजन चालू हुआ था, पहला गेम उतना ज़्यादा खास नहीं गया था इन दोनों का, लेकिन धीरे धीरे करके जितना आगे हम लोग बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, वैसे भी मैं जो था वो बेंगलुरु एफसी के अपोजिट में था, तो ये भी कहना होगा थोड़ा बहुत ज़्यादा ही, लेकिन हम लोग कह सकते हैं मतलब द बेस्ट टीम इस पूरे ओवरऑल टूर्नामेंट के अंदर. बट फिर भी अभी अगर देखा जाए तो कुछ कुछ क्लब्स ऐसे हैं जो कि दिख रहे हैं कि दोनों के दोनों प्लेयर्स बहुत स्ट्रांगली परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, उनमें से एक नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड फॉर श्योर रहने वाले हैं।
Yeah, I think Northeast United even coming into the second season of eISL, once I saw Imad and Saransh in the same team, I was like, what's the point of having this entire tournament? Because they're one of the favorites and could potentially go on to win it. But in even in the last tournament, we saw a lot of surprises because East Bengal FC was pretty much dominating majority of the tournament, but they did not go on to win it, right? It all comes down to how you are playing on that day. It all comes down to the playoffs also, where anything could possibly happen. Where there was that moment where Ankit Gupta was in the form of his life and suddenly looked lackluster in the playoffs, and that is where they had to take a dent. And they couldn't even move on or make it to the finals. Forget winning the prize. So Chennai FC, they were consistent, they were good, and Saransh knows what it takes to be over there. He's one of those players who has achieved a lot of laurels, not just for his country, but in the entire South Asian Pacific region also. So, you would expect such things. And with Imad, I mean, he's the chocolate boy, always kind of never panics, never gets under stress. And today you could see one of those displays, right? In that first matchup against Genesis, almost scored a late winner. And had that finesse shot been green timed, he would be just hoping. I mean, this is what pressure does to you, right? In those pressure
Hmm.
moments, you just got that one go at the goal, and you go for it. And in turn, you get those little buttery fingers sometimes. And this is one of those rare occasions where I saw actually Imad sort of not green timing his shots, because he's one of those players who's got that potential. But Genesis, he's gonna be
Hmm.
unpleasant about his draw, because they were supposed to win it, but it began with a draw, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the scorecard. But the second two games was enough for Northeast United FC to seal their deal, and yes, they get those 3 points and move to the third position.
फॉर श्योर। एंड उसी के साथ मुझे लगता है कि अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं हैदराबाद एफसी के लिए, तो जेनेसिड एंड वॉर्सी, इनका गेम डे बाय डे थोड़ा बहुत डाउनफॉल करता जा रहा है इस पूरे इंटायर टूर्नामेंट के अंदर। जिस तरीके का शुरुआत था स्पेशली जेनेसिड के तरफ से, उस टाइम पे वॉर्सी उतना ज़्यादा शाइन नहीं कर पाए थे। लेकिन अगर हम लोग बात करें एकदम शुरुआती गेम की, तो उसमें उतना ज़्यादा शाइन नहीं कर पाए थे। फिर उसके बाद जेनेसिड का थोड़ा बहुत डाउनफॉल हुआ, उस टाइम पे वॉर्सी आया, लेकिन इस बार दोनों ही नहीं चल रहे हैं। एंड ये चीज बहुत ज्यादा हेवीली इम्पैक्ट कर रहे हैं उनके पोजीशनिंग के ऊपर पॉइंट्स टेबल पे। तो जितना जल्दी हो सके फिगर आउट करने की जरूरत है। हालांकि अगर हम लोग बात करें नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड की, तो वो बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग ओपोनेंट्स थे जिसके सामने उनका हार उनको मिला है। लेकिन इधर हर एक फिक्सचर बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करने वाला है नेक्स्ट स्टेज पे क्वालिफिकेशन के लिए। तो टॉप 6 पे बाय एनी हाउ इनको रहना होगा इस पूरे क्वालिफायर या फिर ग्रुप स्टेज के बाद। बट मोस्ट वैल्यूएबल प्लेयर इस पूरे इंटायर गेम के अंदर थे इमाद, एंड शानदार परफॉर्मेंस था उनकी तरफ से।
Yeah, no doubt about that. And why the MVP? Because he did so much in his both the games, right? The first game, it was a big challenge for him, that somehow he needs to either get a draw or maybe get a win, and he almost got that despite heavy battering by Genesis. Genesis was posing so much threat. He was keeping the possession on him so long. Towards the end, started hogging, wanted the final attack, and Imad, this is the point where your true metal gets tested, right? How impatient can you be? There are moments where you get frustrated, like, what is this player doing, man? When will I ever get a chance on the ball? And he was not giving up. He was not instantly just getting impatient, charging in or something. He was always on his toes, that he knew that against a player like Genesis, I cannot afford to do that. And if I sort of lose the game, then it's going to be so much pressure. But that eventually did not matter, because Saransh also won his game, and they managed to get the co-op in their favor also. And this is a team that is kind of, you can say, the perfect co-op team, right? Because
Yeah.
the kind of players they have, the way you want to build it up, that's the FIFA that these two players like to play, and Northeast United FC as a club would be really enjoying themselves as having them in the club. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally done with our first fixture for the evening. I mean, Northeast United FC sealed those 3 points, but right now what we're going to do is head for a short little break, because right after we have another amazing one waiting for you.